What's good, Buzz fans? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Retired Athletes Productions. Today we got a 7-round mock draft for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My football team, my team. You know, I feel like a lot of people that do mock drafts on the Bucs are not like real Bucs fans, so they like don't really know what we need. A couple of them are, but like, you know, most people that do the mock drafts are not real Bucs fans. And like, I'd be like scratching my head at the picks. But you know, I got my own mock draft that I'm putting out here. And you know, it was kind of hard to make. Here's like, you know, a couple people on my big board that I like a lot, between the first and second round. And the reason that I wouldn't pick them up is because either they'll get picked up too early, or I feel like it'll be too early to pick them up, or it's just not a necessary move for us. Like Myles Murphy and Peter Skoronski, like them dudes right there, like if they on the board, I'm taking them ASAP. Like, we need like a left tackle so we don't have to move Tristan Wirfs to the left. And Myles Murphy, he just a beast ass DN. Like, if he just drops to the 19th, I would pick him up immediately. And I like Perry Johnson. I'm not too big on the dude out of Ohio, Broderick. I'm not a really big fan of him. And I want Brian Branch, but you know, I really like Brian Branch a lot. I wouldn't mind him being on the team, but you know, sometimes he just does other picks that's more necessary. So this is kind of the hardest draft I did in a while. This is my final draft right here that I'm for to play out, but at the very end, I'm gonna just put on the screen like a more like realistic draft that I did off a simulator, so you can check that out. But this is how I started the draft off right here with the first round pick. I got the Bucs picking up Hendon Hooker. Now, it was a struggle for me to pick him up because I feel like it was a little too early. But like, I feel like if you don't pick Hendon Hooker right here, he's gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone by the second round. So I got the Bucs picking up Hendon Hooker. Even though Branch is looking nice, Darnell Wright looking nice right here at this pick, I got Hendon Hooker. Like, Dave Canella say that he wants somebody that can distribute the football, and that's what he does, man. Like, I know he throws to a lot of wide open guys, and he plays in a spread scheme. But I feel like Dave Canellis will, like, you know, adjust to his playing style. And he'll come in here with like a band of riches, like, you know, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Hopefully Gage is better than what he was last year. I kind of feel like Gage was kind of a waste of money from the start last year, but like, I like this guy. I like Hendon Hooker. With the second round pick, I got Mazi Smith. Like, he's a defensive tackle out of Michigan. He's very explosive, man. Like, we got Vita as the nose, and I know we just picked up Gaines, and Gaines is kind of a similar player. But we need some explosiveness in the defensive line. I said the same thing last year in my draft that I did, and I feel like Mazi Smith is the type of dude that can do that. I hope Kalijah Kancey. I'd rather pick up Kalijah Kancey right here if he drops to this pick, but I feel like he won't. So I'll pick up Mazi Smith. I feel like he's a guy that can get the job done and be a perfect pair that pair with Vita Vea, so we don't have to pick up Akeem Hicks. Because I heard Todd Bowles say something about like picking up Akeem Hicks, and I'd rather go young at that position than go old, you know. Last year in the playoffs, we just couldn't even get the Dak Prescott. I know that wasn't the main thing that we had in that game, but you know, just having a defensive line that can get to, like, you know, the quarterback. Well, I'm not saying that we'll make the playoffs. We probably far from that right now, but just having somebody like on the D line that can disrupt the passer is something that I kind of value a little bit. So I'm picking up Mazi Smith at this position. On the third round, I got Jordan Battle. I like Jordan Battle. I wanted Brian Branch. I wanted his teammate. I ain't gonna lie, I preferred his teammate in the first round. But you know, we got other needs that we need in the first round. We need tackle. We need quarterback. So and talk about quarterback. Going back to the quarterback thing, I am not a big fan of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, we know what Baker Mayfield is. He shows highlights from time to time, and then he'll just drop off. You know, that's what Baker is. And I've never been a Trask fan. I'd rather draft for quarterback. So Hendon Hooker. But Jordan Battle in the third round, I like this guy. Todd Bowles said he wants to keep Renfield at free safety a little bit more, keep him back there, you know, to get more picks. And I feel like Battles is like a pretty good option for a strong safety who can play in the slot. He has a lot of hard hits, very physical. Just overall, I think solid, you know, person that we could put back there at safety to replace Mike Edwards and shoot, we even lost Jordan Whitehead a couple years back. We lost a lot of people at safety, so just to pick him up at safety would be good. But the first round pick, I got us picking up Wanya Morris. He's a solid tackle. A lot of people are projecting him to be in the fourth round, but I'm not sure why, because he's pretty good. He might surprise a lot of people and go in the third round, but hopefully like he's safe there and we pick him up. I feel like they're gonna put Tristan Wirfs at left and put Luke Goedeke at the right, because when he played in that Falcons game, he didn't seem too bad. I mean, granted, the Falcons don't got that much of a good pass rusher, but let's put let's throw Wanya Morris in there, compete with Luke Goedeke for the right tackle, because I genuinely feel like with Stanley coming back and Hainsey, like those two, and Leverett, like, they're not the greatest, but they're pretty solid. They're okay guards. A lot of people like sleeping them, especially Hainsey. I think Hainsey's gonna get the right guard spot. Stanley and Leverett are just gonna compete like really tough for that left guard spot. So throw Wanya Morris to compete with Luke Goedeke at right tackle. I know we don't got a 4th round pick. I'm just saying, I'm thinking the Bucs are going to trade a 5th and a 6th to get that 4th round pick. Because I know we got like 2 5ths, 3 6s, and a 7. So I think the Bucs will ship like a 5th and 6th pick to get right back in the 4th round and pick up Wanya Morris. With the 5th round pick, I got the Buccaneers picking up Roschon Johnson. I like this guy, man. He caught my attention last minute. I didn't do as much film study as I did last year. I just had limited time, but Roschon Johnson caught my attention. I know he was the backup to Bijan Robinson, the 1st round projection running back out of Texas. I like this guy. He's pretty physical, pretty explosive. He can see the holes. I feel like, Rashad. A lot of people, Rashad White is more like of a slasher, a speedster. I said actually last year I got that right last year, saying Rashad White would get drafted to the Bucs, and he did. You get Rashad White to be our quick, fast, speed guy, and then you bring this tank right here to come in after him, to just hit people, and when they don't even feel like tackling him. So that would be a good pickup for the Bucs. In the 6th round, I got the Bucs picking up Mike Morris. This dude is another like standout, explosive guy that we need on the defensive line, bro. I don't even know how he would even last to the 6th round. I'm just dreaming at this point that he lasts to the 6th round. I feel like he's going to be picked up in the 4th round, but this guy can play a little bit of the edge, can play a little bit in the D line. He might be a little too light. He needs to put in a little weight, but I like the thought of picking him up in the 6th round. Also in the 6th round, I got us picking up Byron Young. He's a pretty undersized, explosive outside edge rusher. I was also thinking about picking up this left tackle I like out of Oregon. I forgot his name. His name was Connor Galvin. I liked him because he looked like a pretty good zone blocking left tackle. I feel like Kinetics is gonna put like a zone scheme in. That's kind of, I know it was more of a cap reason that we traded Shaq Mason. But I feel like Shaq Mason wasn't like a zone blocking type of guard, and that made it an easier decision to trade him away. Besides the cap issue, but anyways, with Galvin, man, he's a really good zone run blocking left tackle. I feel like he needs a little work in the pass protection. He needs to get stronger, to be honest, because when I see bull rushers come up against him, like, he needs work. But that's why he kind of a late round pick. We pick him up. I feel like he'd be a perfect fit. In Atlanta's scheme. He might need like a year or 2 to develop, but I don't even know why I'm talking about him so much in this round, because the choice is probably Brian Young. But yeah, Brian Young, we need some depth on the edge side, so that's why I picked up Brian Young right here. And my final pick is the tight end Mike Davis, simply because we just need a tight end. I didn't even watch that much film on the tight ends. I know it was a good class for tight ends, but I saw Mike Davis and I thought he looked pretty solid on film. And this 7th round, a lot of people are not gonna make the roster. So Mike Davis, welcome to the squad. So that was my draft. Here's another mock draft that I did online on the simulator to get a better idea of who I could pick up, and like one that's not like where I don't pick up Hendon Hooker. But besides that, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel. I might come out with Buccaneers video from time to time. It's more of the entire NFL that we cover here. We do a podcast every Monday, but me personally, I'm a Bucs fan, and I plan to do division breakdowns as well. So yeah, for each division in the NFL. So I'm doing it after the draft, by the way. So besides that, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.